masseuse for the players' convenience in between matches. Enjoy the grounds. One of the probably better properties in Arizona as far as casinos go. It's got that Paris effect casino with the colored ceilings or the decorated ceilings. Look like a sky. Nice clean smell in there all the time. It's just very well done. The food's great here. They've got a tequila factory. They've got abuelitas Mexican food. They've got an Asian restaurant. And they put this on for first pool tournament I believe they've had here for CSI. And then we're going to have another pool tournament here come January. Well, Eric's ready to get things going. You see the percentages next to the players' names, and that is their Fargo rating. There's a 61% chance Eric will win this match in a race to 5. There's a 39% chance that Ralph will win it according to Fargo rate. We'll see how that goes. Eric plays pretty good 7-foot table. He has a good 7-foot table game. He doesn't play much on the bigger tables. He likes to play the 7-foot tables. He attends several tournaments during the week in bar boxes, so he's familiar with 7-foot tables. He'll play at Pockets. He'll play at Clicks in Tucson, Arizona, and won't see him do that too often. But he's hung up the one ball, and this will bring Ralph to the table. I'm going to go on a limb here and say that this is probably a little bit more even match than the Fargo rates would suggest. But we'll find out. The Fargo rating system has Ralph listed at about a 616, where Eric's is at about a 642. Thanks. Well, I was just instructed how to put the mic on. Most of the commentating I do with on the rail TV, and did it with Desert Classic. And we just have a microphone. This actually has a headset, and it has a nice little mic that's got the little spongy thing on it. And as Ralph is proceeding, looks like he can run into this 2-3 and open him up. And anyway, I turned the mic around, put it on the right side instead of the left side, and being left-handed, I kind of wanted the mic on the right side. And so Steve looks at me and says, I turned that mic around and it goes on the left side. He's laughing over there at me from the side. So I got to teach you everything. And put it closer to my mouth because it was too far away, and I guess maybe the volume was down. Since I try to speak softly, I want to make sure the players can't hear me, even though I'm about 23 feet behind the table, and elevated 23 feet behind the table. The view you have of the table, the camera's actually higher than I am, about 3 feet higher than where I'm sitting. So I can see the monitor. I can see exactly what you see. And I'm thinking Ralph wants to pocket this 3 ball. He'll open up the deuce ball if he does, and should get out. So his question is, do I shoot the 5 first, or do I just go ahead and pocket this 3 ball, open up the deuce? And I would say yes. I would play the 3 because I'm guaranteed a shot on the 5. Well, maybe I'm not, because he's going to double kiss the 9. Looks like he's going to hit between the 2 balls. Yeah, he could go. I would leave the 5 there for a shot on the 5. I wouldn't shoot the 5 first. Unless he can improve his angle on the 3, so he can nudge it with a better angle to guarantee a shot in the bottom corner pocket, or bounce it off the rail for the opposite corner pocket. Let's see what he does. See how he does this. He's going to come back a few inches. And that's exactly what he did. Well done. I would think he'd be using a little bit of left English on this. This cue ball might get away from him after he's going to hit the 9 ball. Softly, softly, softly. And unfortunately, every inch was money, because he needed a couple more inches to make the 3, but a couple more inches would have given him a steeper angle on the 2. And this brings Eric to the table with pretty much an open table except for the 9. Not sure if he can pocket the 9 ball on the side. But having the 3 ball where it's at. All right, that just answered that question. More uncertainty. And now we're certain that he could pocket the 3 ball and the 9 ball on the side. Well, from here he just wants to find a pattern to get out. I would say his key ball is the 11 or the 14. But he's got to work his way around those 2 balls on the left rail. I kind of like going 3 rails with this falling to cue ball, 3 rails for shape on the 13. Well, he's got it. He doesn't have to have shape on that 13 now. He can get shape on the 14, then go to the 13, and then for the 8. So he's worked his pattern out. He knows where he wants to go. He's going to have to go up just a hair and come straight down, because he doesn't go too much to the side. He's in trouble. He's in big trouble. He spun that ball with too much English. He wanted to come down a little to the right, but not too much, because he wanted an easy shot on the 15. And now, if the 15 wasn't where it is, he could play that ball in the corner pocket, the 13 in the corner, the orange one, orange stripe. But it is where it's at. He tried to cut in the side. Wow, this worked out fantastic. Look at this cue ball. The only shot that Tomeoni has is to bank the 3. As soon as I say that, he'll probably bank the deuce, or play the deuce off the 13 on the side. So as I looked around, there was more options. There it is. And for a 1-game lead. He'd like to be about 6 inches to the right, 7 inches to the right, but he is where he is, and he's got a nice cut down the rail. But he had a nice cut, but he didn't make the nice cut. He just made an okay cut. Didn't execute the cut down the rail. Shoot that ball to the center of the pocket, not to the rail. It will not, sometimes not slide, especially when it's humid, or the rails are new cloth. Well, I mean older cloth. The newer the cloth, it'll slide. And from an easy win, he's gone to trailing 1-0 against a player that is already favored by about 20% to win the match. Unforced error. Unforced error cost him that game. Now he breaks the balls. Eric takes a 1-0 lead in a race to 5. You guys are sitting at home, you're missing out. We got a great venue here at Casino del Sol in Tucson, Arizona. The food's good. The ambiance is awesome. A little bit of music in the background. All your pool friends are here. You're missing out. Come on down. If anything, you guys can play Jude over there that's doing cue repair. You can keep him busy. You have your tips worked on, your shafts cleaned. He does all kinds of things. Broken hand and all. Well, Ralph's going to break the balls here. Game number 2 in a race to 5. Let's see how those percentages change once the score is updated and Eric shows that he's 1 game ahead. And he's a 61%. There's a 61 chance of him winning the match. Let's see where he goes to now that he's won the first game. Probably go to about 70. We'll see. 73. And now there's only a 27% chance that Ralph can win this match, according to the Fargo rating. So those percentages will change as the match progresses. Less games to play, the higher the percent is of Eric winning the match. The difference in their Fargo rating is about 30 points. Percentage points. Oh, 30 points. I'm sorry. The rating is based on points. The percent of the probability of winning the game is based on percentages. Sorry about that. I was just exposed to the system yesterday, and well, actually the day before, and I'll work with it a little bit, and hopefully by the end of the day I'll a little bit more be able to explain a little bit better each time I explain it. And each time it gets explained to me and I'm exposed to it more and more and I see it operate more and more. Ralph's making his way around this table pretty well. He's taking no solids. He's got them all tied up in one little cluster in the middle of the table there. And he's trying to figure out where can I put him that's going to hurt the most. Where does he not want to be? Where can I stymie him? Well, he got a shot on the 1 ball. Somehow, some way, he wants to be able to end up with the cue ball close to where it's at, about 5 inches lower, so he's straight into the side pocket on that 6. I don't think it goes anywhere else but that right-hand side pocket. And he's got the shot to do it with. He can do this with a little bit of left low English. He can do this real nice. He's going to go around the table, looks like. Yeah, see, he went this way. It must go to that pocket. Must go there. What do you do with it? You just draw it straight back for the 8. Nice angle. Well, you can see that he can make the ball. He's got to do something with the 8. It looks like he has an angle to come a little straight back, and he'll be able to play the 8 ball in the same pocket. Needs this game. Trailing 1-0. Well, oh my. A little steep to cut it. A little steep to cut it. And he couldn't risk coming back a lot more than that because he might have got behind the 10. It might have ended up behind the 10 ball. Interesting. What to do? Here he is again. possibility of leaving his opponent an open table with 7 balls on the table. He just noticed they can't count and do a double take. Well, he did the best he could with what he had. He's left an opponent into place, but all Eric has to do is come underneath this 11 and put the cue ball over by the 9. As long as he doesn't go past the 9, he's okay on the right-hand side of the table. And I just don't see much possibility. He's going to have a long rail kick at the 8. Yeah, there you go. You want to go there. If he leaves him underneath these balls where he can get to the rail behind the 8, he can kick it in the side. So he wanted to come up. Plus, ideally, he'd be behind the ball that's right next to the cue ball. Looks like he's trying to bank this. Yeah, he's going to scratch, give him ball in hand. Now in BCA, that is not a loss of game. It used to be. They've eliminated that and said, well, since you're getting ball in hand, run out. I don't want to be penalized just because I made an error. Why should I lose the game? Interesting beginning to the run. All he needs to do is get in the center of the table, and he can run all 4 balls to the left-hand corner pocket. And he'll start that from here. Stop it. Wow. Welcome to Tucson. Every shot's an adventure. Instead of just stopping the ball there after that last ball, he went around 3 rails for it. But he's going to be able to get the job done. He's going to execute it. Just follow it up a little bit for either ball that he wants to shoot. Either the 13, the 11, or the 14. He's going to be in a nice place. And he can shoot whatever he pleases. He's got his opponent behind a 13 ball and sitting in a chair. I've never seen an opponent that can hurt me from the chair. This better come back a little bit, and it does. And he's making this hard on himself. He really is. He's having to travel the cue ball every shot instead of leading from ball to ball. Fortunately, the balls are laying very, very easily. He still made it hard on himself. Just hit this with left English and go 2 rails to the center of the table. Well, he decided to hit a little harder than that. He's gone past, but he's got a nice angle laying into the 8 ball for the corner pocket. I believe he'll take a 2-0 lead. Was that Commentator's jinx? Wow. Ouch. Now they've both given each other a game. Although Ralph left Eric in a much more desirable place than what Eric left Ralph. So we're 1 game apiece, a race to 5. Now we'll see these percentages change. Where Eric currently was a 73% favorite. Or his percent of winning the match was 73%. He's now at 60% or 59.8. Ralph's gone up to 40 from 27, and that will change with every game as each one wins or loses a game. Those percentages will change because the race to 5, there's less games. A 2-game lead would be very big for either player. A 3-game lead would be almost impossible to overcome according to the system. They'd be down at about a 7 or an 8% chance of winning the match. But as we know in pool, not impossible. It can be overcome. Little little conversation between the players about the way the balls break and how there's a cluster at the top of the table and the 8 balls at the top of the table, which is a little on the unusual side. Usually it stays down. I did not note what brake Eric used, whether he used the cut brake, head-on brake, or hit the second ball brake. So I would, by the lay of the table, I'm going to say he used the second ball brake. Just my guess. Unfortunately, I can't see the chat and you can't correct me. Ha ha. He's looking at the 6 ball. He's got a ball tied up with the 8 in the center of the table. He wants to open that up. Do you go at it immediately? The answer is yes. And that is actually my preferred way of attacking a problem ball immediately. First opportunity. If I don't have to work to get there, do it now. A lot of times some players will avoid doing it because the shot, they don't like the shot that opens up the ball, and they don't want the risk. Well, they end up waiting, and then they get stuck because they get out of line for the next shot, and now they can't get back to where they have to get to open up a ball, and they're struggling. So, problem balls, as soon as possible. Take care of your problems. Three ball in the corner. These pockets have shrunk. Both of them missed 8 balls. Both of them missed a couple balls like that. Pockets are getting small. Sometimes that happens in a match. The pockets get smaller. Interesting how humidity and things like that can change that in your mind. Nice breakout. Very well done. Broke it out towards a shot. That was nice. Nicely done. It wasn't wild. It was calculated. He caught the right side of the ball to give himself a shot on the 11. He's probably going to shoot the 11, in fact. Either the 11 or the 15 that's next to it. Because I don't think he has a shot at the table. One game apiece in a race to 5. Eric's chances of winning this match. He's got a 59.8% chance according to Fargo rate. Ralph Tomeoni has a 40.2% chance according to the rate, Fargo rate. And according to the table and the 2 players, we're tied at 1 in a race to 5. We both need 4 games. We've both given each other a game. We both missed the 8 ball. I'm going to say percentages out the window, and the players will handle it. But we'll see if they hold true. This isn't fixed. Remember that. Nothing's fixed. You're still, the outcome is still controlled by 2 humans. Not by a system, not by percentages, not by math. Humans emotion, human calculations, humans decisions, human errors. Human achievements. Careful, side pocket. The 1-4 is set up real nice for Ralph. He's looking at the 5 ball. He says, what do I do with the 5? What to do with the 5? You know what shot I like here? If I'm playing 1 pocket, I'm going to bank that 5 ball 2 rails to my hole in the lower left-hand corner pocket. But we're not playing 1 pocket, are we? We're playing 8-ball on a 7-foot diamond. Not a bar box, a 7-foot diamond with pro-cut pockets. He's cutting the 5-ball in the corner pocket, upper right-hand side. Mission accomplished. Need 2 more balls. I like him shooting this combo now. And the reason I like him shooting the combo now is on all combos, the ball that's going to go into the other ball is going to go in the hole. Well, you know where the ball that's going to go in the hole is going. But sometimes you're not 100% sure where the other ball is going. In this particular instance, though, that other ball is going to stay right there because he's going to shoot it real soft, come off the rail a hair, and have the ball in the same pocket. Just like that. And looks like he can close this game out, take a 2-1 lead, and mess up these percentages. And much easier in the shot he missed earlier on the 8. Go on a limb and say he makes this and takes a 2-1 lead. Mr. Ralph Tomeoni with a 2-1 lead over Eric Beeler in a race to 5 at Casino del Sol in Tucson, Arizona. Racking the balls. Eric relaxing on the side there. Going back and forth with a couple of guys on the, couple of his buddies on the side watching him play. A little support. Ralph has his support group right behind him on the left side there. Gentleman that looks like Billy and Cardona. Break the balls from the center. Smack 'em, crack 'em. There goes the 7. There goes the cue ball. Oh, close. Almost. Teasing. Flirting with the corner pocket. In the background behind this table, directly behind this table, right over the 2-1 score that you see on your board at the top of your screen, there's a pool table set up and 7-foot diamond set up. Gentleman is using Mike Massey's stroke, his new stroking technique tool, stroke tool. And Mike Massey was sitting down next to the table playing his guitar. He's been doing that on and off for the last 2 days. I think he called a 9-ball in the corner, and it is Eric's turn with the solids. Oh no, I'm sorry. Pocket is a solid on the break. I believe the table is actually open. Ralph made the 7-ball on the break and did not establish stripes or solids. So Eric has choice. I wonder if he knows that. Both sets are lined up pretty well, so it doesn't really make much difference except for the 3-ball that may not clear this this ball down by the rail for that corner pocket. If that's the case, he's going to have to move it. He can move it right here, but he won't be guaranteed a shot. He can move it right here once he shoots the 4 ball to the corner. Should have a shot on the 5, but it's not guaranteed. Because of the speed you're going to hit that, it's not guaranteed. And he didn't move it. He went into the ball that was in front of it. So he went into the ball what seemed to be a haphazard way. If you stop and look at that and figure exactly where you have to hit that ball, you can make that adjustment so that ball runs into the 3 and takes it off that rail. And also may not have let the cue ball slide up table. Good shot. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Did he get there, folks? No, he didn't, because he's getting this jump cue. And even if he jumps this ball and executes the ball, he still has to do something with the 3. More than likely have a bank shot on the 3. If he doesn't go in the drink. As you can see, with the 2-1 lead, Ralph Tomeoni is favored, has a 57% chance of winning this match. 56.9, I'll just call it 57. I mean, 0.1%. I'll call it 57. To give you an idea of what 0.1% would be, if you're at 99.9%, if you're shooting a shot and you're 99.1%, that means there's 1 in 1,000 chance of you missing that ball. One percent would be 1 in 100, and that 0.1% is 1 in 1,000. So I would say your odds. Look at this shot, and he ends up with a bank shot. Now, will it go by the 13? Well, it may not go by the 13, but it will go in that corner pocket. He's called it in the side, so it must go by the 13. Or you must think it goes by the 13. He's going to have to stiff this ball a lot. He's going to have so much low left finish on this ball, and he's going to have to hit it at warp speed. I don't think it goes by. But who am I? We'll find out. I'm in the booth. He's on the table. He sees the angle a lot better than I can. I'm seeing exactly what you can see. Because from where I'm sitting on the table, the best view is the monitor. Choices, choices. You know what's not bad here? There's a little kick shot to the corner pocket. Kick it off the rail to the corner. Well, he just tried banking to the corner. He's going to lose the cue ball. Ouch. Does not tie up. He'll probably place the cue ball against the rail and take the 14 ball first. Those are the 2 balls lined up in the lower left-hand corner. Yeah, it's right there. And place that ball and pocket the ball in the corner and proceed to run out from there. Looks like he's going to go up table on the other side of the 8, or for those 2 balls next. Well, he didn't get into those 2 balls, but he has a ball on the side. He also has a 13 in the side. He has a 9 in the corner. But he won't shoot those shots yet. He wants better angles for him. He may leave the 15 ball that's in front of the 3. He may leave that for last. That'll be his backup plan. If I happen to make another unforced error and miss a ball, he doesn't have to get out. He's going to have to make a good shot. And if it's last, I shoot the 13. Prior to that leads me to it. I'm going to have a pretty easy shot for position on the 8 ball. So he's okay leaving it for last. And so he'll play this ball, get an angle to get exactly where he is now. He wants to bring that. He wants to put the cue ball exactly where it is now. He didn't, but he's still okay because now he'll just play the ball on the side, and it should lead him to the angle to make the 15. Don't hit this too hard. and overshoot it because you'll be behind a 3. Go out there and look at the window that you have to make this ball, which is no further than the center of the table. No further than that. If he goes past the center of the table, oh, he's going to shoot that ball first. Interesting. He missed a cut like this on the 8 ball. And he's missed a cut like this on the 14. I think he was just tentative on shooting the 13 and decided to shoot that and go back and forth there for position, than to possibly go by too far and get behind a 3. So he chose a shot with a higher degree of difficulty. I wasn't talking to you. I was just looking over at you, Steve, see what you were up to. He's smiling over there, looking at his phone, having a good time. Keeping quiet. He's making me do all the talking, but he's doing all the technical stuff, which is awesome. He does an awesome job with he's the one that enters all the information for the Fargo rate. He does all the camera work. He moves them around. He lines everything up, everything with the mic. I mean, he even teaches me how to put the mic on. Grooming me. Well, here's the jump stick. He's going to jump this 14 ball. Yeah, you can't see either ball. Nice safety. If he could see the 13, you can just kind of just leave the cue ball behind the 8, but he can't see that. He can't see the 14, so he's going to jump this ball, try to make it, and stop the cue ball. Just the way he's set up for this jump shot, I don't like it already. But it was executed, and did he come away with a shot? No. He's left the shot for the 3 on the side, and the cue ball will be in a position for the 8. He can hit it with a little bit of stroke, or he can just, I don't want to say float the ball, but kind of just put the ball in. And I've seen some errors by both players. I'd like to have that one back. Try to remember that Eric had a big advantage on the Fargo rate system. On the Fargo rate. But Ralph has just turned it around, taking a 2-game lead, and let's see what his percentage of winning this match will be. I know Eric's is going to drop somewhere to about 25%, maybe 30%. He's taking a 2-game deficit in a race to 5. Ready? Oh, Ralph just went to 25%. Eric went to 25%. 75%, Eric went to 25%. That's about what I figured. I'm pretty good at those numbers, huh? I'm patting myself on the back, guys. Sorry. I'm actually surprised that I've been... I'm actually surprised that my guesses have been so close. Thank you. Smacked him and cracked him, and there goes the cue ball, almost in the hole. They both flirted with the corner pocket on their breaks. Open table. Open table and long 12 ball straight down to shoot at. Not sure if that 1-7 combo goes in that corner pocket past those 2 balls on the left. It doesn't appear to. He's faced with some trouble. His opening shot is not an easy one. I think he's taking solids because he's forced to. And they're actually the easier of the 2. Made a good shot. 10 ball on the side. Wants to try to get on that 14 so that he can open up the 9. I don't think he can open it up from here. Well, he can open it up. He can't make it from here. Interesting. Looks to me like it's 10 balls the next shot. The 13, right next to that 2 ball in the upper left, goes in that corner, it looks like. The ball next to the 5 on the head rail does not go. But he may be able to go rail first and kiss it off the ball. His concern is the 9 ball right now. Got to be more concerned with the 9 because he can address his problems on top off of the 11 and off the 13. The only ball he has available to address his problems with for the 9 is the ball in the middle of the table. And he's gotten it. Well, I think he came over a little too far to be able to take care of it now. Came up a little too far. And he did address his problems. Yes, he said, move it. Got a problem? I'll take care of it. I'll smack it. And he did. Sounds like they have the music here again on this side of the room. Okay. That's good for the players. I know when I'm playing, I like music in the background, and you just kind of start listening to music, and sometimes some of your concerns or worries, unnecessary worries when you're at the table, and the lights and the cameras, and me staring at you, can kind of are minimized. I've heard from several players that have never been in an arena like this before how nervous it's made them with the cameras, knowing they're in front of the camera, knowing they're there's commentary, knowing there's people watching them, and how nervous they get. Match prior to this one, in fact, the young lady mentioned, one of the ladies mentioned that she felt like throwing up. She was so nervous. But she won the match, so she basically handled it pretty well. So for those of you out there that don't play pool but like to watch pool, gives you an idea of some of the emotional turmoil some of this can cause someone while they're playing. Even though they love it, everything gets tense, nerves are running. Eric called the ball in the corner pocket, the 7 in the corner, he's kicking it. Close. Here comes the cue ball, right down the rail. Down for that 9 ball again. I wouldn't have a problem hitting this 9 ball and stopping the cue ball right on top of the 3 and taking the 9 ball 2 rails up table. I'd have no problem with that. I kind of like that, actually. The only shot he's given up is a 4 ball on the side. Over a ball, hopefully. Stick him on top of that 3 ball. Come back like an inch. Stick him on top of the 3. I don't think he can see the 5, but he can get played safe. Eric will be able to roll up to the 1-5 up on top of the table. Well, wait a minute. If the players can hear me, we're in trouble. So he just did what I suggested. So either he thought it was the right shot too, and I finally made a call. Finally got one right. Steve's laughing at me over there. Well, Fargo says Ralph has a 75% chance of winning this match as he leads Eric 3-1 in a race to 5. Also says that Eric has a 25% chance of winning this match. So, according to Fargo, Eric has a hill to climb. And
Ralph has to buckle down and come through on that 75%. Corner pocket. Get off the 2-ball. Got off the 2-ball. But did not cut the ball. He would have had better position on that 9 had he cut the ball and made it. The way he went into that 2-ball would have been a little different. Yeah, Larry's playing the 2-ball in the corner. And the cue ball toward the other. Oh, my. Somebody went, ooh. He's holding his breath. Said, don't you dare go in that hole. He might be corner hooked. Forcing him to shoot the 7-ball on the side. Or the 6-ball on the side. The 6-ball is kind of in close to the middle of the table on the left-hand side. A line between the right-hand corner pocket, upper right-hand corner, and the left side pocket. That ball right there. He may not be able to see it. It might be corner hooked. He can't shoot it because the cut of these pockets comes straight. They're straight. They don't open out, and he's right on the corner. Appears to be right on the corner. Apparently he wasn't as bad as he pretended to be. I think he was faking us out, guys. He's playing safe. Just going to roll up to it and leave him behind 5. What to do from here? He one rail kick. Can you see that? No, he's frozen the ball. You can't one rail kick the 14 for the combo that's lined up to the corner pocket in the lower left-hand corner. So he's going to go airborne again. Get your flight suit on. Take off. You know, some of these guys bring that jump cue out, and I can just see their look on their face, and they come out there and they're just like Scarface. And say hello to my little friend. I'm gonna jump these balls. Well, he'll leave that little cluster of balls all by itself. He doesn't want to touch it. 6-ball goes, 5-ball goes, so just get to the center of the table again. Don't hit that ball. Lots of left English for that shot. Even if you hit the 8-ball, you're going to have a shot on the 6. Follow left English. Degree of difficulty is a little up on these shots here. They're not straight in shots anymore. Speed matters. Speed kills. Over a ball and soaking the angle. Eric can't afford to make an error now. And he doesn't. This is for one game. Coming closer for one game. He's down 2-3. 2-3. He says, I'm not out of this yet, guys. I'm just not out of this yet. Okay? So, don't count me out. Watch what the percentages will do. What do I think? I think Eric will go to about a 34%, 35%. And he'll come down to about a 65. Oh, I'm off by 4%. That's close enough for government work, right? Steve's having fun with me now. He's testing me. That's a good thing. You got him laughing over there. Here we go. Casino del Sol, Tucson, Arizona. 3-2 lead for Ralph Tomeoni from San Diego, Arizona, over Eric Beeler from Tucson, Arizona. Local boy wanting to do good. Let's beat these guys from San Diego. Don't let them come in your territory. Send them back with a tail between their legs. And there goes the ball. Last ball, almost the last ball moving, drops in. Stripe, but the table's open. I'm going to say he stays with stripes. Well, he doesn't have an opening shot to stay with stripes. 9 ball won't go inside. The 2 ball's got him. He can't get to the 11. He's got to cut the 9 ball to the corner. He's not going to do that. He's going to play the 5 or the 1. Or the 4. Let's see what he does. I can give you options, and he's going to show us what to do. I said earlier, he's at the table, I'm in the booth. He's the guesser. I mean, he's the player. I'm the chief guesser. Three games to 2 and a race to 5. He's at the table, and he's going to be over a ball. He's playing a combo on the 3-7 for the side pocket, right next to the 8 ball. Nice view and good camera work, Steve. Oh, almost hit the 8 ball. Well done. Eric surveying his possibilities, options. Decides that the 10 ball is his only option and says, I'll play that, get on the 12 or the 11. If he hits the 6, he's got the 13. And now this opens up the table. Should I go on a limb here? I'm going to say there's a good possibility he can get out if he makes his 13 ball in the side and stops it. He'll shoot the 12, then the 14, then the 9, then the 15, and it's lights out. I'm sorry, then the 11 ball last. Let me recant. That 3 ball's awful big where it's at. So either the 13 next to the 8 ball or the 12 or the 14 next to the 13 would be his last balls that he should shoot. That leads him to the 8. The 13, the 11 ball, he'd have to draw back. And if he gets back too far, he doesn't have a good... Why did he draw back for the corner? He's got options. He's got options. But see, he was already in a perfect position to shoot the 13. And now he's still in a good position, and he can actually move the 3 ball. He'll shoot the 14 and get position for the 13. And move the 3 ball. He's not going to move balls at all. He's going to have to play position on the 11, get straight in and come back past the side pocket for the 8 in the lower left-hand corner pocket, or follow it for the 8 in the side pocket. He's got options. It'll go to the 3 pockets on the 2 pockets on the right and 1 pocket on the bottom left. But the 11 ball will be last. Don't get behind the 6. Make sure you get the cue ball against the rail. It's coming out. He's behind the 6. That shot there is really tough on a 7-foot table because the rails are lively, especially on this table here. I think he would have been better off to follow the ball using the head rail and using line shape to get on that 11. Come down the table in the line of position. Again, he got to where he could close it out and aired. He's done a good job here. This is an easy safety. Just off the 6. There you go. Just go over to the side, leave nothing. The problem here is this is a rail first shot. This can be made rail first. The problem with making this ball rail first is your cue ball is going to track towards that left-hand corner pocket, the bottom left-hand corner. And it's going to head pretty close to it. It'll be within the diamond, within the low diamond, the bottom rail diamond. See how good he hits this ball. Very well. He hit it with a draw. Ouch. Ouch. Made a nice shot, no reward. Very nice shot, no reward. If he doesn't come over as far, he could have been straight into the corner. If he hits it harder, it comes out, but you know, so many things change. Ouch. He's kind of thinking, what did I have to do on that shot? Hit it softer. But he held that ball up. The natural angle took it to the bottom rail. He held it up. Eric Beeler with a 38% chance of winning this match. Ralph Tomeoni with a 62% chance of winning this match at the current score of 3-2. Mr. Tomeoni. Tucson Loco, San Diego Hustler. Oh, I know what I can call him. I can call him the San Diego Road Player coming to Tucson to take off the tourney. And he's got 6 balls to run to get to the 8th. All the balls are in the open. The 2 balls that are tied up are being released as we speak. And now we got a really nice little pattern here where most of his shots can just stop and not travel the cue ball. Guys, don't travel the cue ball in instances like this. Come down just a hair, follow it about an inch, just like that. There you go. Now you can do the same thing with this shot for the 5, and then shape on the 6, and then straight in shape on the 3 for the right-hand corner pocket. Stop the cue ball, and you have straight in shape on the 8. There's your pattern. Stop the 5. You just stop the 5 right there, and then play the 6 on the side. Follow that, and you're straight in on the 3. Stop that, and you're straight in on the 8. A lot of guys will draw this back because they want to play the 6 in the same pocket, and they want to move things around, travel around, and all of a sudden they're looking at a little angle that they don't care for. Let the balls dictate your angle. Take you to a nice angle. He's got a little bit of an angle, but he's okay. He can go either way. He can come underneath the 8 ball and up, or no, not that. Come underneath the 8 ball and up, or stiff it with left English and come straight up the table to both be on the right side of that 8 ball. 4-1 lead for Ralph Tomeoni. 4-2, excuse me. The San Diego's closing the gap. Says, I need 1 game. You need 3. I'm probably a 90% favorite now. I was off by 7. I went bad that time. I thought you'd be a higher favorite. 83.8% favorite, or 83% chance of winning the match. Keep in mind, guys, we're in Tucson warming up for this tournament. You're looking at your screen out right now. 39th annual BCAPL National Championships. Southwest Regional coming up September 3rd through the 7th. Eric Beeler breaking the balls to make a game so he can go 3-4 in the race to 5. Come on, Eric. Let's cheer for more pool, guys. Otherwise, you can give me a break. I'm going to have to walk around this casino. And that's dangerous. There's money in my pocket, and there's machines out there, and there's blackjack tables out there. And they call to me when I walk by. And I say, devil, let me be. There's a Wheel of Fortune machine out there with my name on it. I know it is. It keeps calling me every time I walk by. It says, George. George. And I walk faster. Solids. 5 balls tied up. Well, you can take care of some problems right here by shooting the 7 ball, the 2 ball, and then heading back uphill and take care of the 4 balls up on top of the table. He's going to address this one of his problem balls first, I guess. He's playing the 4 ball. Ooh. Just to show you what I can see from up here. I thought he was playing the 4 ball. He played the 5 ball off the ball. And pretty much opened up the table. Took care of his problem ball immediately. Immediately took care of the problem ball. He's going after the 4 now. And let's see where he goes to from there. Probably shape for the 3. Since it doesn't go, there you go. Now he's going to have to come with a bit of right-hand English and try to get to right about where he was aiming, about the center of the table, to get on this 6 ball. This is a hard right. This is hard to negotiate. He's got 2 balls on the right side, the 1 and the 7. The 7 ball leads him to the 2 for position in the lower left-hand corner. But nothing leads him to the 8. He's going to have to come with a shot and move the cue ball around to get to the 8. So, and he's going to use a little bit of right English on this to come over for these balls on the right side. Oh, he didn't use a little right-hand English. He used a lot of right-hand English. Boom. Oh, my. Looks like he's frozen the ball. He can throw it and still get on the 2 ball. He must not. It looks froze to the ball. Interesting. What to do? Well, you get down there and you aim the cue ball towards the 8. Actually, almost towards the 8, and you throw the 6 ball down to the corner pocket, and your next shot is the 2. I'm actually going to jack up a little bit and kind of almost massé it, so that the cue ball doesn't travel very far. But he's going to go rail first. I can't tell if he's going rail. No, he's not going rail first. Yes, he is going rail first. Did he come out in there for the 6 or for the 7? For that ball on the rail. On the right. No, he didn't. So now he's figuring what to do. Well, how much of it can he see? Interesting. Let's see what he decides to do here. He's in a pickle. Gonna fall to the cue ball down, looks like. Right over here by the deuce, right? Yeah, he would tell you right now he was trying to get up on top of that deuce. He wanted to just nuzzle that cue ball right up, nudge the cue ball right up against it. Nuzzle up against it. Sometimes I know what I want to say, but it just doesn't come out my mouth. Ralph Tomeoni, 4 games. Eric Beeler, 2 games. Race to 5. Eric Beeler looking at a pretty easy safety. Well, maybe not. Yes, he is. He's looking at pretty easy safety over on the left side. Just up against that ball that's against the rail. Right there. Right there. He used the ball to double kiss it into the 14 to nudge him up against it. Problem here is, for Ralph, is he has to come up and hit the rail. He's going to try to kick this 2 ball in the hole. That's a shot. This is a possible shot. I've seen some shots like this work real well. Last weekend, a friend of mine thought he had nothing and ended up shooting something, and it went in. Called it and went in. So he's this is a makeable shot. Unlikely, but makeable. And as soon as you say unlikely, look what happens. Wow, that was close. Well struck. Well struck. Not well enough, but well struck. Now he's got to do it again. And he can do this right off the 14. That way he can open those 2 balls up a little bit and go up by the 13 in the corner pocket. He's going to prevent the 2 balls tied up. He just wants to make sure he doesn't leave a shot on the 7. It's in the lower right-hand corner of the table. The lonely solid in the lower right-hand corner of the table. Eric's thinking, I can't give him a shot at that ball. There's no tomorrow for me. Got him. Out comes the jump cue. Good camera work, Steve. Is he looking to 2-rail kick this? Or is he going to jump it? I like jumping this ball because you can hit it with high English and follow it and possibly open up the 2. He could play this ball off the 2 in the side. He can see, I think he can see enough of to bank it there. Kind of like that. Yeah. Well, there comes a time in every game where you just got to make a shot. Eric, you just got to make a shot. You got to make a nice safety up against that 10 ball, but that's still going to leave him a kick shot at those 2 balls on the side. If he hits them, it could go. 1 could go. The 7 ball could go. Or you just play that ball in the upper right-hand corner pocket, either straight in on, and proceed to run out. You go for the safety behind those 2 balls. And we'll see from what Mr. Tomeoni does here. He's called the 6-ball on the side. He's going to kick this ball cross side. If he hits this good, he more than likely comes up with a shot on the deuce and wins the match. Ralph Tomeoni, San Diego, California. On Cue Billiards from La Mesa. For the win. Oh, inches. About an inch and a half off to the right. An inch and a half off to the left. And he's going to shake hands with Eric and say, nice match. But not today. Eric has a chance to show his stuff. Nine ball leading to the 12 ball. Follow straight down. There you go. Now the 12. Angle for the 12, now the 14, now the angle for the 12 in the center. Instead of the 12 in the center, he took the 10 in the corner. He'll be coming back a little bit. Think about that. I kind of like getting on that ball next to the 2 and shooting in the upper left-hand corner, upper right-hand corner. That's exact. Oh no, almost stayed up. Yes, think about that. Oh my. There you go. Well done. He'll follow this ball straight down for the 13 in the corner. Don't go. Oh, my, my. Players out there that just saw what he just did. Take a look at that. Before you shoot that, calculate exactly where the cue ball's going. If he has that much angle, he could have gone to the rail and out with left center English. Now he's got to come with a shot. He's got to make this ball. And guess what's going to happen now? Whatever it is, it's out of Eric's control. I'd shoot the 7 ball with right hand English and go 2 rails and get right back to where the 7 ball is and shoot the deuce. This can be missed, but he didn't. Either ball was a good shot. Position 98, you got to travel the cue ball a little bit. And travel it well, he did. Pointed his corner pocket, and this 84% chance of winning has come to fruition. Let's give these guys a round of applause. Good match there. Ralph Tomeoni wins 5 games to 2 against Eric.